analysis and writing
Danger. First max. Danger. First max.
okay. Danger. Actually, hold on. We missed a spot. We missed a step. I forgot to do something. Ooh, yes, it's in that audio. Volcanic Viper. Fucking hell. What the fuck? Bro, when the fuck is the timing for your reversal? What the fuck? When the fuck does it start reading me inputs? Okay. Okay. That's way easier. Oh no, it's not near, is it? Where did I set him to do what he's doing? At least on hit. Well, there should. No, there is. I need the counter hit there, don't I? That's -5 on counter hit. Damn, the recovery of this move is fucking booty. Oh yeah. Uh. So we +3. I guess it allows for special cancels in it that you can't usually do. The combo. Okay, I'm not fucking around. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's go. How he's fucked this up, I don't know, but I'll take it. Ugh. Oh, we'll take that. Where are you going? Where are you going, brother? You're going fucking nowhere. Oh, you lucky bastard. Fucked it up, my fault. Nope. What? I didn't want to wall splat. I was going to let him land in the corner. Lucky son of a bitch. Oh, I'll take that fucking hell. Oh man, it's characters like this who force me to dash block in this game. On pad, on leaveless. These are so annoying so net right now. I'm just trying to fucking faultless defense and I can't find it. I wanted FD, but I pressed the wrong button. Fucking DP'd, man. I didn't mean to backdash, man. Bro, you missed the string. Oh, I can't fucking do it on this controller. Okay, it shows ID, man. What's Gucci? ID, homie slice. Oh, is the screen still black? I forgot to fucking unblack the screen. Thank you very much, Ace of Shovels. You've saved my life there. I completely forgot. I was too busy tilting over fucking Venom. I can't fucking dash block right now still. I can't do it. Or at least, I can't FD break. Vortex. Run it back. Put me against the Venom again. I want to... As much as it's tilting me, I need to fucking keep experiencing it. I don't think there's any other place I can put my FD on this pad that would feel better than where it is, but it's just fucking weird where it is. Tell you about the Venom matchup. Yeah, he can be frustrating at times. It's characters like him. Like I've had a few matches with Bridget off stream. Characters like him, Bridget, Dizzy, Asuka right now that I just fucking hate fighting, but I'm gonna have to just keep fighting him. And Axel, because I can't DP reliably on the left side, and I can't fucking FD break. So I just constantly walk into shit all the time. And I can't approach them in like, what's the way of saying it? I can't approach them in thoughtful ways because I can't move how I want to move. So I kind of end up just running back at them over and over and over again, which is exactly what they want me to do. Oh god. So what I mean, I'm trying to sprint and I can't fucking sprint. It's my fault because I keep not pressing the macro. It's crazy how it's a completely different controller, but I still have the same bad habit where instead of running with the dash macro, I'm double tapping forward. Good moon, Moth. How you doing, Hemi Slice? I'm doing Gucci myself. What about you, brother? You've had a good Christmas if you celebrate. And a good New Year's. It's good Orc as well. How you doing, man? What's Gucci? That's a DP, but I'll take it. Oh, I didn't think he would take it. Nice. So this is what I'll constantly keep doing. If I was playing on pad, I wouldn't do it because I wouldn't be uncomfortable enough to be constantly having the thought. Like, I'll just run at him and jump. And I only realise after I've jumped, why the fuck have I just jumped like that? He's just going to 6p me or just do something else. That's better. Alright, whatever, it happens. Nice. Back at work doing the usual thing. I feel you, I feel you. We're both good. Were yours good? Yeah, that's good to hear. And mine were pretty Gucci as well. Just chilling, really. Just be chilling. A lot of the usual. Just had the farm round and... I cooked a nice curry. And it was nice. And it was nicer than nice. Because my brain tries to figure out where the buttons are on this controller. But no, it was great. Oh yeah, we suck at the game. Oh, we really... You lucky mother... Nope. Where's my bandit revolver? Fuck's sake! I don't usually fuck up inputs on that side as well. Nowhere near as commonly on the left side anyway. Shit. Oh, I didn't fuck up. I didn't press 6p. Fuck off. Fuck out of here. Saw that crap last night, so there's that. That's never good, but you know, it happens sometimes. I imagine that doesn't make work any easier. Well, I say I imagine, I can very much relate to that when I've had a bad sleep. But speaking of work, I haven't been this week, so I couldn't say. I didn't go yesterday and I didn't go today. So, yeah. Oh! I couldn't get my fucking bandit bringer out. Oh, I just killed him. Fun fact no one asked for, my top 5 worst matchups on chip, going to put up on, there are number 5, me, number 4, tie between Sato, 1 and Gordyuki, 3, Leo, 2, Saul, 1, Gold Lewis. Some pretty good characters in there. I mean, I'm trying to, because obviously I don't play chips, so I'm sort of doing the matchup chess in my head of like, what would really be the pain Pekko? feel like May's just annoying for everyone. Like May's buttons are just annoying. I feel like May is like of some level of annoyance for like everybody. Left your bandit revolve in your other pants? I guess I did. New controller, what you got? I got a leverless. I think it's called the Hort 42. But yeah, I'm learning leverless. So I'm very much toothless in this game. I can't really do much of anything on the left. Well, I can kind of move on the left side, but not well. I've figured out how to properly DP now. It's just actually getting it that's the problem. Which on the right side I can do quite consistently, but on the left side, no chance. And then I just can't really move as well. I can't want to. I can't FD break as swiftly as I would have done before as well. Shit. No, that was the wrong button. I don't think I would have reached him anyway, but I wanted to try and do 6HS. It's shit like this that's really hard to play against because of the fact I can't move and react as quick as I would. I didn't want to hit him. I didn't want to backdash until I realised he was fucking there. AIDS. Guy on the YouTube side, I didn't know, didn't sleep well. Thanks. Like, I've got no... Oh, wow, I actually fucking DP'd. If you can just, like, do shit quickly, especially if you get me on this fucking side of the screen, I literally can't fucking do anything. I just get fucking abused. Where are you going? Oh, Jack command grab. I didn't want to hit him again, but I was aware this time. That was meant to be a super. I tried to sprint and then do super. I'm trying to sprint now and I just can't fucking move because I won't press the fucking macro. Oh, shit. Maybe just reminds me I need to block my feet. Yeah, May can be... What was it? Fucking... 3K, is it? Is that what it would be called? 3K. The slide. That shit's annoying. Try DP. What the fuck? No question about DPs. They're invulnerable on frame 1. It's the very first frame of the move itself, like in the start frames. It's in the first frame of the active frames. It would be the first frame. From the first frame it's active, it would also be invulnerable. In fact, no. Yeah, yeah. It's invulnerable frame 1. So it might not be active frame 1, but it's invulnerable. But the DP itself will have a startup. But it is still invulnerable from frame 1. So even if you don't land the hit of the DP on that first frame, you are still invulnerable as you make the motion of the DP, the move itself. Fuck off. Yeah, the very first frame, yeah. It's invulnerable the moment it starts, but the hit doesn't come out until whatever the speed of the DP is. So Sol's is... If I turn off the counter because it's doing me head in. Wrong fucking menu. I'm looking on the wrong side. So Sol's starts up in 9 frames, but it's invulnerable for the entire 9 frame window before that. It's just that the actual hit of the DP is 9 frames. If the DP hit on frame 1, that would be fucking unbelievably broken. It was invulnerable and it hit on frame 1, that would be crazy. It'd basically be like a flash parry, wouldn't it? Not exactly the same as a flash parry, but I guess you could use it the same way, like. There's any fucking gap, you can just be like, yeah, cool, mate. Cool story. For an Axel with 1200 MS connections, it was beautifully disgusting. I can imagine so. That's a fucking high ass number. Fucking Pete beating the ping to death, that is. Jesus. That sounds like the type of ping that the Strive gods would approve of. They don't want low ping, good connection matches. They want absolute abominations. How do we not trade at the very least there? I mean, he's fucking... Fucking hell. Fuck the neutral triangle, it's all preemptive. That's a different level of confidence, right? I don't need to play the neutral because I'm so in your head. I know exactly what you're gonna do. So I just put things in places and I just know inevitably you will walk into them. Fuck's sake. Didn't that just miss me by a fucking mile? What, am I eyes just off? Like, what? I wasn't intending on avoiding it, so I wasn't like too thingy about dying, but I looked at the fucking missile. It was nowhere near me. I was like, what? Fuck. Fuck. Well, you fucked yourself. But I can't fucking capitalize. Oh, I didn't even mean press 5k. I'm gonna press 6S. I tried DP, man. Oh, it's so frustrating. The tilt is kind of getting me right now, I'm not gonna lie. No, I fucked it up again. I wanted gunfighting the first time when I got the 6p. I fucking... What? Nice. Oh, man. Okay. You fucking hit that. Fuck's sake. I didn't want that. I wanted 6p, man. Fuck off. I tried Fafnir. Well, I got it that time. And I got the super. I'll take that. Not clean it, but it'll do enough damage. Thank fuck. But literally, that's what neutral with 1200 MS feels like. And the constant checking opponent's connection pops can't be forgotten. I mean, it's a great addition to the flavor of the match, isn't it, really? It's like another layer of mix. Can't DP. What, man? Try DP again. Try DP again. How do we not trade again? How does that hit me? Jesus Christ. And the fact that you left when I'm playing on a leverless and I can barely fucking move. You suck. Oh my god. You suck. Jesus Christ. I literally can't DP on one side of the screen. And I can't move in general. And you still fucking lose. Jesus Christ. The ratio between taking opponent's connection and actual gameplay was 3-1 at least. Was it in ranked? Because if it was in ranked, I wonder, it just makes me think sometimes when this game, like, repeatedly matches you with people who just have a bad ping with you, it makes me wonder, like, do the devs not get, like, fucking a report of the ping? Like substantial ones, and they're like, how has that game happened there? Like, I don't understand how there's not like an auto disconnect function for, not when they lose the game, but when the ping is that bad. Unless they're just like, yeah, fuck it, this is Daisuke's will. You want Guilty Gear? Well, here's your fucking Guilty Gear. In all its glory. Don't ask me for shit, Harada style. Don't go asking me for shit. Nope. Oh, he's killed himself. No, he hasn't actually. Oh, I thought he might have done after the Beyblade, but it wasn't going up fast enough. Probably not programmed into report on ping at all. I wouldn't be surprised. Wild Assault. Nope, you can't press after that. Try DP. Well, I'm fucking dead. No, I'm not. Well, thank you. Of course I rematched, I'm a gentleman. But no worries, it shows I'll go on, man. Take care, homie slice. Oh shit, well that didn't work. Shit. I didn't mean to do that. 6p. Shit. Do we get an email throughout the day now about matches with high ping? Well, it depends on what the ping threshold is, right? Because like you can have a negotiable fucking, I don't know. 2 players could acquiesce to playing in like 300 ping because they just don't care, right? No one wants to play in like over 1,000 ping though, because you wouldn't be able to play the game. They are the type of matches you'd want it to be reporting and be like, yeah, we need to figure out a solution to make the game just disconnect the match if the ping is so consistently over a ridiculous threshold Because then you just not even, you couldn't even play the game. I don't want to hit him. Where's me bandit fucking revolver? Got him. Over 1,000. Is the player on the moon? It's a full second behind. Yeah, I'll be paying Pekka, right? You couldn't play in that. Like, you could not play the game in that, I don't think. Like, in any coherent way. But you could do in, like, 400, 500 MS, though. Like, is that optimal playing conditions? Like, definitely not, right? But you could definitely, like, 2 players could acquiesce to playing in that. 1,000, though? No chance. The game should just, like, kill it. They should just kill the game. It should kill the match. You'll be able to connect to the servers with a high enough ping. The thing is, it's Wi-Fi though, isn't it? So like, if some people have just got bad connections in general, it can be a relatively lower ping. But then constantly, like with packet loss and shit, right, I guess, and just fucking a bunch of other shit that I'm not fucking educated on that would disrupt the flow of the connection, right? Because I've definitely played against people with pings over 1,000, that go to over 1,000. On stream, I'm sure I have. But to, like, players are going to be playing on Wi-Fi, right? That's going to happen. So if a player's like Wi-Fi is fluctuating between fucking below 100 and then over 500, again, like, that's just going to have to be the reality. Like, you can't just isolate the consumer who plays on Wi-Fi, right? But if it's like fluctuating between fucking under 100 and 1,000, that's when you just go, it's not worth it for both parties to play the game. Just kill the game. Oh shit. But I don't think... It's probably COVID. COVID has just fucked this game's net play from the very beginning. It's a good feeling game when you're playing a high ping. And it's not even the worst in like a bit of a higher ping in general. Like 150 MS in this game does not feel that bad like whatsoever. It actually feels kind of alright. Even slightly higher than that, again, like it just depends on how stable the connection is on the other end. It definitely... Like 150 MS in this game, wired or Wi-Fi, obviously... not having the worst Wi-Fi. Feels way better in this game than it does in Tekken 8. In Tekken 8, it feels way more jittery. To mention that some players from the US may play against people in Europe or Australia and get 250-ish ping, that kind of stuff doesn't need to be reported. Yeah, 100%. 100%. But yeah, I think in terms of like having like a reliable structure, not that I would ever know what that would look like, but I think it's pretty evident with the net play issues this game has had over the course of its lifetime. They've just not been able to have the time to put those precautions in place or just improve it in general. Like, they've got it good enough, but like only when you're actually playing the game. Everything before that is usually an issue in this game. Finding a game, it's a bit better now with the rank system because your effort to find a game literally isn't like a game in and of itself where you're trying to hop on a fucking dual station and it doesn't work. Now you can at least now you can just sit and wait. And wait in training mode as well if you want to, so you can just fucking beat someone up, you know what I mean? And I could never know, but I mean, I think I said it at the time as well. That's definitely where I think the sensibility to add a ranked mode eventually came in. It's for the what's the fucking word? The lifespan of the game. Because as the game ages, of course, it's always going to have players that come back, and it's going to keep getting new content. So you might get a bigger player base here for this month or whatever, right? But as the player base dwindles, And in some places it's lower in general, so it may already be dead. As the player base dwindles, if you're the less chances that you have to interact with someone on a dual station, the longer it's going to take when those interactions are failures, if you get what I mean. Whereas before, this is why they increased the lobby size as well. And I said this at the time as well. Because I think the old lobby size used to be like 28, and then they increased it to 32, or it might have been even smaller than that. And they increased it to 32, I think it is now. They didn't actually... They basically papered over the crack of how poor the battle stations work and how funky the game's connection can be at times. By increasing the volume of chances you have at messing with a dual station and hopefully getting a match. Instead of actually fixing the dual station, you're just ramping up the opportunities for me to get a game by having more players in the lobby. But then it also amplifies the issue if it still doesn't work and you just have an extended period of it not working. Because now you've got even more players to try it on, and you'll get even more failures as a result. But that's like a very obvious concept, right? I'm sure they realise that as well. Given the ideal circumstance, I just don't think they would have had it that way. It's probably just what they can do with the time that they've got, probably. I think the players with consistently high pings in matches should get reported. I'd imagine so. They'll have some sort of system where they do detect like real abnormalities that maybe need addressing. But how robust? I mean, who really knows? I would not be surprised if it's not particularly robust though for this game in particular. Maybe for some of the other games, yeah, because they would have had the time. But this game was like being made right in the middle of COVID. Talking about the scaling problem? What for scaling in what regard? Because I'm talking about how they made the lobbies bigger when Tower was the main mode and there was no ranked. And the rationale behind doing that to just increase the amount of opportunities you can use. Well, increase the amount of opportunities you have to find matches. Talking about players and failure, right? Yeah. But because I was saying before, the lobbies used to be less than 32 players. It might have been like 24 maximum. And then they increased it to 32. Instead of actually addressing the real problem, which was the fact that the battle stations don't work a lot of the time. They just like glitch out for loads of different reasons. More players, higher failure rate is a scaling problem. Yeah. That's basically what I was explaining. Like, it can make it feel like it works better if you have a session where the dual stations aren't glitching out as much. Because there are more players to get games with. But if you have a session where the dual stations are acting up, which is very common, it will feel worse. Because there's more opportunities for failure within the system. With the dual stations. I guess to an extent as well, they made that change to help people from getting frozen out of lobbies. Say, like, if there's only fucking 33 people online, or whatever it was before. Let's say it was 24, there was only 24 people, or 25, 26 people in your region in this particular floor. Increasing the size allows you to accommodate more people, but then you're always going to encounter the issue of, at some point, there's going to be... At some point, you're not going to be able to get into the most populated floor, and you're going to be in the least populated floor. That's always going to come up. Those stations were a nice idea, kind of fun to see, but how do they break so often? Are you asking me in terms of, like, how do they actually break, or are you sort of saying, like, that, of, like, how the fuck did they manage to break them so often type thing? But yeah, I think the dual stations are cool. I've always liked the tower system. Knowing that we were going to get a rank system, I was now at the point where I'm like... Hold on, sorry. Oh, sorry, I just had to do something. Next to the bell curve, I never have empty floors. Or just screaming in the background is my dog. But what's his face? I was saying that they are really. I like the tower system and I'm fine with it. But when the prospect of actually getting a rank system was actually told to us, like, we're gonna get one, that's when I was like, right, okay, now I'm done with the tower system. Like, if they never said anything, I would have never necessarily complained, aside from the fact that dual stations tend to not work. But in terms of, like, the actual concept of the tower and the dual stations, I would have been fine with them, as I was fine with them for the entirety of the game's life cycle. I would have always preferred a ranked system, but I don't necessarily mind the innovation of this system. Do you get what I mean? But if you tell me, all right, okay, we'll change it, and then I'll go, right, okay, I'll have it then. If you get what I mean. And then obviously, like, it applies less to me, at least for the majority of my life cycle for this game, because for the majority of the life cycle I've been floor 10 and above. But it's great for how it splits the lower ranks and allows people of the lower ranks to choose whether they want to go higher or not. Now, there's an inherent problem with that to a degree, because the floors aren't entirely representative of skill level. There's more to it than that. It's hard to define skill level, but I think it's a relatively decent attempt at it. I said this in the Your Rank Means Nothing video that I made ages ago. Like, most of the time, rank systems are, like, way fucking off for what you would really equate as, like, fighting game skill. But obviously they're probably not that bothered about that, because it's like, people just like the shiny points in it, and the rank and the chase. So the actual getting to the core of, like, what makes a player skillful or not, it probably don't really matter, does it? They're not really that concerned with that. Just as long as it's sort of within the relatively similar ballpark, so that players aren't getting absolutely stomped all the time, they probably aren't bothered. By matchmaking is just more convenient than wandering around a lobby looking for a game. Yeah, 100%, 100%. But given the context that whenever you wandered around in a lobby, you knew that every single time you matched up with a player, however that works in that game, it would work. I think people, although maybe the majority might still prefer the convenience of a regular matchmaking system, they wouldn't mind the opposite, because it's like, well, it works, innit? But if you introduce a system like that and it doesn't work a lot of the time, naturally you're just gonna, it's like a first impressions thing, innit? You're just gonna turn people off to the system. Even if the system is a relatively decent idea, you're kind of shooting it in the knees. Waiting for that soup to come out. You're going to take a risk in a minute. Never mind, you never took a risk. Well, people like the status? Yeah. As long as they fulfill that need with their rank system, I don't think fighting game devs really think that much more about it in terms of what they make and the purpose of it. Because why should they? Like, what extra benefit would come in creating some sort of be-all end-all rank system that truly, most objectively establishes a player's skill level? I don't think there's any, like, reward of which a developer or publisher would view as, like, extremely worth reaching that end goal. Because the truth of the player's skill level isn't the most important part of the matter, is it? It's the satisfaction of the player. He's fucking nowhere near me. He is nowhere near me with that bite. What the fuck? Can't DP on the left side. Can't DP on the left side. We DP'd on the left side. Let's fucking go. Well, I'm dead. It is also really good though, because not every fucking dev does this. Well, I feel like most fighting game devs do, but fucking NRS don't. Is classify your character in a ranked mode, and their rank as a character dependent thing. So like, it's a fucking blatantly obvious concept that I should not be ranked in the same, with the same value for a character I've played 10,000 games on and a character I've never played. That's just fucking retarded. You give me no incentive to take that character into the rank system. Because I'm going to face players who know what they're doing with their character, whilst I haven't got a fucking clue know what I'm going to do with mine. And it amplifies that issue the better a player you are. Look to my world, I've been able to DP on the left side. Well, I'm saying that not every developer, although I think most do, to be fair, in fighting games, make your rank in ranked different per character, or independent of the character that you play. It's a foolish idea in a rank system like this to categorize a character I've played 10,000 games on and a character I've played no games on as the same rank. Just objectively impossible for those to genuinely be in the same tier of skill for me. So every character should have their independent value, which is what they do in this game, which is great. And they do in most games. This game has it, Tekken has it, Street Fighter has it. I can't remember if Fatal Fury did. Grand Blue has it. So you're in agreement that different characters in game for you should be independently ranked? Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah. Your mom has it. God damn! I mean, kudos to Mother Nuki then, because it's a good thing to have. She has something that NRS ain't got, because they fucking suck. Well, it's probably not their fault. It's probably WB's, but still. I don't think MK in the NRS era has ever had it. They've never had character independent ranked values. But then again, they don't have traditional ranked values. Sort of. They kind of do, but they kind of don't, because you do have a number on a leaderboard, but they have like, they kind of have the tower backwards. No, they don't. They have, no, to be fair, no, they have the tower the same as the tower, but everybody starts from floor 0, and each time you win, you accrue like a certain amount of points, and at each threshold, you reach the next floor. But you can't choose to go below or above. Sometimes it will matchmake you with a below or above, above or below, a below or below. Jesus, above or below, but you can't choose to go down or up. You can only play whatever the game gives you, basically. But if you reach the top rank on one character, it doesn't matter if you switch, you're still at the top rank, which is just dumb. How about this? You should be able to filter out matches based on ping region. I think this, well, you can't pick your ping threshold. What? Again, like, fighting game devs kind of, they don't have like a fucking universal viewpoint on this, because I was just shitting on MK1, but I think NRS added a Wi-Fi filter, yeah, a Wi-Fi filter in MK11, and then it stayed for MK1, where you can see whether a player is... Well, no, this game has it as well, to be fair, actually. It's not a true filter, because it doesn't stop them from appearing, but you can see whether a player is wired or not before you enter a match. So you can make... So you might play against a player with 100 MS on Wi-Fi, but it's Wi-Fi. So if you don't want to trust it, you don't have to play against them. But at the same time, I guess, if you... Maybe it's the same both ways, but like, for example, I should be able to definitely get rid of this player because we just do not have a suitable connection to play in. We just don't. But in maybe like other circumstances... No, what I was going to say is that that player there... I was going to go on an example of like... I don't know if it would be the same both ways, whether you permanently filtered out bad connections and therefore had to wait longer for whatever else is available, or allow them to stay in the rotation and search for good pings anyway. If you universally made it so everybody was doing one thing or the other based on what you choose, then I would anticipate it would increase matchmaking times for both. Sort of. Depends on what the split looked like. But if you had some players that permanently disabled any matches over 100 ping and any Wi-Fi players, by nature that player would just have a longer matchmaking experience. Just by nature of the filters. But if you had like a large population of players that have the exact same filters, because you said you offer like a binary choice where it's like you have these filters or you have no filters, I don't think it would make a massive impact on either or player base, given that the game has got a relatively high player count in the first place. Like, I don't think you could do that in this game, because this game has not got a crazy player count. It depends on the region. Maybe you could get away with it in EU. I'm not sure. What? Are you bursted? Okay. Okay. Ouch. But yes, a direct result of the filters. You can still have the options for filters available in this game. I mean, I kind of agree, but I don't know. I don't know about ranked, because ranked is not, as we've established, it doesn't really matter. I don't think devs really care in ranked being a mode that genuinely establishes the most objectively true skill level, right? But because it's the sort of flagship mode of online fighting games, I feel like you have to maybe try and maintain it in a way where the most possible people could interact with it to a reasonable degree, if that makes sense. I can fucking command grab it. And I think that's why you get stuff like Wi-Fi filter but not like a setting that you can just enable that literally stops you from finding these players ever. So it depends. Like, if it was for the tower, then maybe. Like, a certain player couldn't get on a battle station with you if they had, like, a certain ping threshold. Possibly. Possibly. But I think in ranked, it might be a bit more disruptive. $1,400, $1,500 players on the daily isn't too bad. It's not, but it depends on the region, right? And which regions are the most active. So out of that, how much of that is EU is what my question would be. And then you've got to hope that the people who are playing open region like I do have good enough connections themselves, and then the person that they matchmake with also has a good enough connection. So, like I say, with like the general ranked mode, you kind of have to... If I just played Ethernet only, it probably wouldn't be that bad for me, for the most part. Obviously, it would slow it down, but it probably wouldn't be that bad, because I would imagine that the EU is one of the most popular regions, if not the most popular, I would imagine, right, for this game. But my decision affects other players who could play with me at a ping of like maybe 150. That's not terrible, but not great. And it would slow down their matchmaking experience by extension. So that's why I say, like, I can understand why they have, say, a Wi-Fi filter, but not like a literal shut out Wi-Fi players. Do you know what I mean? Because while I'd imagine there's a lot of players who just simply will not play against Wi-Fi players, and that's fine, I'd imagine the opportunity constantly to find a Wi-Fi player, even if you don't want to play against one for the most part, after getting matched with 3 or 4 in a row and you can't get another game, you'll cave and play against them. Which would be just healthier for the overall ranked mode in general in the game. Fuck off. What the fuck? We're back into shovel semi-size. What's Gucci? I know we're arguing anymore. I wouldn't say we were arguing either side of any type of real discussion. I would say I was just more. I think we were both ruminating on the aspects of this game's matchmaking, just fine game matchmaking in general. It's definitely gotten better though. Like since I started playing, like MK11 was the first game I played. Although I hadn't played too many fighters by that point, where the net play was like actually pretty darn good. Which makes it even weirder because MK1's isn't really. For some strange reason. I don't know what the fuck they did to it, but... Just sounded combative, or at least combative English. Just sounded combative, or at least aggressive, like you were trying to argue a certain point. Oh no, I was going over all of it, like all sides of it, because I don't think it's a really. There are some things I mentioned that are like, I would think objective, like a rank system just simply not being able to determine, at least what any of the ones we've had so far, to determine a player's true skill level, and like it being better to have characters ranked individually, for example. I think they are just objectively healthier things in the game than not doing that. But as opposed to, or in regards to like how it should actually be set up overall, I don't really know. Like I was saying earlier with this game, like if the tower system actually works all the time, you can balance both, I would think. I don't think you would have much problem balancing both modes of ranked and tower if the dual stations actually worked all the time. Me, I think you should be able to filter out matches based on ping. Tanuki, but that increases queue times. Grrr! Yeah, I was kind of just like exploring the idea of like why we don't have a pure filter and why it's like in this game where you can see it, but you can't literally say, don't match me with Wi-Fi players. I think that's a very intentional choice. Because devs will be thinking about their Wi-Fi players and not wanting them to be totally excluded from the matchmaking pool for certain players. Because while certain players will just completely never accept one, regardless, there'll be some players who will just break if they just get like a few matches in a row where they can't get a wide player. I am exactly that type of player. I don't really care in general, but I would always prefer to play on Ethernet, on a wire, but if I can't get a fucking game, I just want to play the game. So long as the connections aren't fucking red, I'll accept a Wi-Fi. Just fucked that up like 3 times over. I think I didn't get the instant cancel on the first one, and the second one, and then the third one I tried to punch and I didn't do it. Never forget, the bread tastes better than the key. The bread? Who's got the bread? Oh, Kai. Maybe Kai, right? Oh, we don't have a pure filter. Confirm, Tanuki is a dev. I am the dev. I'm the devious dev. Oh, come here. Oh, yeah, and I was saying also, it depends on the player base of the game. So if you took Street Fighter 6 and you said you can have a pure Wi-Fi filter to the point where you literally will never see a Wi-Fi player at your startup screen when you're matchmaking. You will never see one. I don't think it would affect the vast majority of players for that game, because so many players play that game. Of course, it would slow queue times across the board, right, for people, but I don't think it would be to a noticeable degree. There might be a region where that's the case, right? But I don't think it would be that bad, because there's like 30,000 people playing Street Fighter every day. But in this game, when there's only 1,000, whilst for some regions it might still be fine, I think it would be an overall net negative on this game. Ouch. You don't know that meme? I don't. I don't know that meme. I've not got the meme knowledge. Oh! I tried RC, but I couldn't get my fucking finger to do it. Okay, me. Just punch me over it. I tried to fucking bandit revolve it. What? What the fuck? What the fuck? That was a super. might be dead. Nope. Oh, I'm dead now. What the fuck? They're just smacking you down? I mean, she is. Street Fighter 15k, Tekken at 8k. I mean, those games are big-ass games. They're big games. Right, I got one more in me. I got one more in me, coach. I mean, this Strive is Guilty Gear's first like big game, isn't it? Like, at least in terms of sales. Like, I know Strive has existed in the West and like people have known about it. But Strive, see, this is what I mean. I'm a Guilty Gear Strive only player. I know Guilty Gear has existed in the West and people have known about it. But in terms of like sales and I guess franchise success, this is definitely the most notable for Guilty Gear, isn't it? So considering it has a player base like this. This deep into this game, it's done pretty fucking insanely well, hasn't it, to be fair? Of course, it might divide opinion in how good the game is. That's always fair, right? But it's certainly done well for the IP. Accepting the stuff to react to on stream category. You've now achieved extra ball knowledge. Let's find this ball knowledge. Can I open this? Will this work? Oh, it's YouTube. Cool. Is it for? Oh, I fucking hate it when it does this. Bro, my PC is pretty OP. Can you just like do stuff, please? What the fuck? Where am I going here? Oh. Oh shit. I mean, ball knowledge acquired. Let me soak it in. It does give us a niche game. Wisdom. I wonder what their expectations for the next game are. I mean, we ain't going to be fucking seeing it for a while. But Strive 2.0, there'll probably be a summer thing, I would anticipate, because they've shown like nothing. Hoping the next game produces a bodybuilder. I mean, who knows? But yeah, I'm thinking maybe summer. Oh shit. We'll know more about 2.0. Well, I say summer, we'll know more. Summer it'll be out. Fuck's sake. I'm done. I just haven't got it in me, I'm not gonna lie. And 2.0 is almost guaranteed gonna have another character pass. Because they've said more characters are coming than the one that they showed. They've already showed us 2. So we're gonna get, we can at least assume we're gonna get at least 3. And they're not going to do them every month. They'll probably do them every other month. So that's half a year. Which two did they reveal? Jam and Robo-Kai. And they also confirmed that when 2.0 launches, when 2.0 launches, one of them will come with that update. They didn't confirm which one, but... Well, I don't think they said... I don't even think they said... I'd have to reread it. I can't remember if they said that one of the 2 characters that they revealed was coming with 2.0, or if they said that a new character is coming with 2.0. So they could do like a curveball and fucking add someone different than who they revealed so far, who they may reveal later on. When was this? This was ages ago. Well, the backyard where they were talking about one of those characters coming with 2.0, or one character coming with 2.0, I don't know what they said, was quite recent, but the reveal of Jam Robo-Kai was ages ago. That was a while ago. Do you remember Jam being announced? I'll show you in a minute. I'll bring it up. But yeah, they announced Jam and Robokai. And Strive 2.0 itself. A new character comes in release and another later on. That's what they said, if I remember correctly. So that's the thing, right? Does that mean Jam will Robokai in release, or can they like flip the script and be like, yeah, here's Scrumbunculus Trunculus. Right, I'm actually done now. I don't want to play. I don't want to finish this set. Fuck it. Let's get the 2.0 thing. I've reached my Strive limit. Although that Asuka's a podcaster, I mean, dude, he's pursuing his worldly passions, right? You know, he's just a chill guy. Not Jam and Robokai on release at least. They said at least one. Yeah, just one on release. The developer backyard was relatively recent, but and they teased like just loads of things that could come, but there's a lot. But the Strive 2.0 thing is yeah, this was 5 months ago. This is ages ago. Holy shit! This wasn't just recent. This was fucking ages ago.
Women's football boot company. We make performance footwear for women, enabling girls to play without barriers.
Yeah, great. Fucking awesome. I just want to watch this trailer, please.
Owns a cap. And you know it's a cap because she bought a dot cap domain name with Squarespace.
Can't believe you kept this from me. God damn, I mean,
And go to her
you've just been unfortunate enough to not catch us whenever we spoke about it, because we have spoke about it quite a few times, to be fair. To be honest, there's really not much to the trailer. It's literally just this bit. The trailer is literally just saying, new shit's coming. This is the reveal. That's Robokai on the left, that's Jam on the right, in a new design. Well, they're both going to have new designs in it, but yeah. Those two will be coming. Which one's coming first? We don't know. Can I get there? Let's try the Strive just for like a quick look. Yeah, they put this out like the other day, or maybe like the 26th, I think it was. So they're just talking about Lucian. So I read it. It was pretty interesting, to be fair, what they were talking about here, but just loads of shit. Expanding player rewards. I've got no idea what this could possibly mean. New moves. We're still waiting on these four to get moves, so that'll be pretty cool. I don't give a fuck about fishing. Don't give a fuck about the Switch edition. I swear there was more on this blog. Oh, it's just the things that they say are quite... They sound quite consequential. It's just not the blog that's that long. Yeah, a refreshed overall experience. One that feels engaging, almost like picking up a new game. So, they plan to do some shit. Now, is this just dev talk? I don't know. Can't wait for Robokai, my god. I hope he's pretty cool as well. He'll be sick. That's why I'm saying it makes it interesting for what they're doing as a dev team for the next Guilty Gear game, for this game, because I don't see this, like, this has to come up. This is going to come out next year, which has already been confirmed, right? But they give us no information about it at all. Strive 2.0 was announced five months ago. This dev blog has come 5 months after that, and then we still know next to nothing really aside from just words. This is a bit more than what we saw in the trailer. Well, it's not really. To be honest, this is only slightly expanding upon what you see in the trailer. So, like, in the trailer, it says shit like... I think it just says, like, new moves and fucking... In fact, it doesn't even say that. It doesn't even... No, it doesn't. It just fucking says, a new chapter begins. Season 2.0. If you know anything about fighting games, this already kind of implies, like, a Super Street Fighter thing. So, shit's coming to the game. And then, in this, 5 months later, they basically just say, yeah, shit's coming to the game. With a little bit more detail, of course. But just nothing that we can really understand. Well, they're talking about, I think they were talking about in here bringing down the overall power level of every character, and they were talking about Wild Soul here and reassessing how that has a role in the game. Like, I get what you're saying, but what they could really do, who fucking knows? It could be like really non-substantial changes, or it could be huge. Really can't say at the moment. It's just kind of words. And that's 5 months after the reveal. So I wouldn't think it's coming anytime soon. And I don't know the Arxis dev situation, but I would imagine, could be wrong, but I would imagine most of the people working on Strive now are a fraction of the staff that they actually have, because they'll be working on Tokon, not Strive. So it would probably take longer for whatever this is, especially if it really is big in scope, to come out. So you're looking at a summer release, and then when that drops, they're going to have a content cycle, because they've got 2 characters ready to release. Well, not ready to release. They've announced 2 characters, and one's coming on launch. I very much doubt they'll just drop another character after that and bin it. They'll do another character pass, which will probably at least have 3 characters, which will take 6 months overall, probably. So that's half of the year. That takes us to the end of this year, after it launches in the summer. And then they'll probably, even then, like, the game will still live for another year after that, with balance changes and stuff. So you're probably looking at like another 2 years of Strive, really, before we even start thinking about like what the next game might be, because they just aren't done, I guess. I fucking hate Kai, but Robocat's such a cool character. I hope he provides. I hope he's a fun character to play. I'm trying to pick up Jam. I just want to bridge it to TOD people. I mean, this is what I mean about not being able to really quantify like what they're saying here, because it's kind of the traditional thing in fighting games, for the most part, that the DLC characters don't get mega changes, because they're not out for as long as the base roster characters, obviously. But when your fighting game is as old as Strive, that's where, as we had with Season 4, where a lot of DLC characters can get really big changes. But you don't really, when the patches come out, it's not like we're making a note to overhaul every single character. They're just balancing the game as you would, right? Whereas they're explicitly stating here, basically, like, I think they mentioned that for some characters they might completely rework them. They say it somewhere. So there you go about characters as well. We also talk about the one that they've got, and the one that's coming with the update, and then we expect to deliver new playable characters gradually. We also plan to continue adding characters and updates beyond version 2.0. So that's basically a confirmation about character pass, just not the size of it. And then where is it about? I'm sure it's this dev blog where they talk specifically about reworking some characters. There you go. Part of this battle balance philosophy, right? They're just talking about the game and making changes and whatever. For a small number of characters, we are also considering changes that go beyond standard tuning, including potential reworks. Again, that implies a really big substantial change, but we just don't know what it is yet. But because this game is so old, that could apply to any character, I think. I don't think this means only base roster characters. This could be any character, which is quite exciting, really. And, like, this is one thing they have said, though, I feel like, multiple times. For version 2.0, our first priority is to bring these heightened performance levels back to an appropriate range, with the goal of establishing a battle environment that functions in a healthier and more stable way overall. I feel like we've been told this a million times. Didn't they tell us for Season 4? Can we look at this? I swear they told us for Season 4 that they were going to make it a low-damage game, and they just proceeded to not make it a low-damage game. I guess they don't really talk about the balance in this one. But yeah, this is why it's hard to really formulate big opinions on what this really is, because the game's old. I don't know what the dev team is looking like for this game. And at least in regards to battle balance, they've said not similar things like potential reworks or specifically addressing something like Wild Assault and saying they're basically evaluating its role in the game. Like, this stuff is new and exciting to hear, but this, I feel like you've basically said, and this, multiple times for multiple patches, but it doesn't necessarily come out the way that you preface it's going to be before the patch. Maybe they meant low health game. I mean, maybe they did. Maybe they did. But I guess we'll see. It's exciting though, because again, like, they are kind of bigging this up to be quite a big thing. So I hope it actually is like a really great addition to the game and not just a balance patch and some characters. Like, I would like that still, but don't tell me it's going to be more than that and then just give us a balance patch and some characters. Let's see some like really interesting character reworks. I think that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of you guys' hair. Thanks for hanging around, homie slices, and chatting away, having a waffle. I'll see you guys next time. I don't know when, maybe tomorrow, we'll see. But look after yourselves. You're all legends.